Oh, it's been St. Patrick's Day for hours, and I'm still not drunk yet. Oh, it's never going to be 9 o'clock. Oh, Mo! Thank God you're here. We'd like to come in and drink, please.
We kicked down the back door, but then there was a metal door.
Yeah, all right. Listen up. This is the busiest drinking day of the year. Where are the designated drivers? Beat it. I got no room for cheapskates.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. It is March 16th. It'll be the 17th soon. We're going to celebrate a little bit early on the East Coast, in the Atlantic Ocean, somewhere over there. It's already St. Patrick's Day. 2022, 11 o'clock at night, sewers of Brooklyn, New York. I'm Dick the Rat. Let's pop this open. Yay. My cup hath runneth over. How dare it? I guess I'll be doing this episode with a wet crotch again. I must have had some left in the cup from previously. Hi, everybody. Might notice I'm looking a little green tonight. I usually don't do this, but there was a red-headed, big-bosomed fan that said if I dyed my fur green tonight, special things might happen. And I think special things were happening because while I was coming into the sewer tonight, there was like a lot of people outside, like fans. There was yelling and stuff. It was crazy. I was going to go meet them, but I was a little bit late. I was running down to the into the sewer. I might have been with somebody smoking weed somewhere, but it was crazy. Usually there's not too many people outside screaming my name outside of the sewers, but this is great. I'm feeling a little bit better too. I was sick the past 2 weeks. I had some weird monsoon variant of something. Shit was changing all the time. The past week or so, I had like a tickle in my throat. I still have it a little bit, but I would say today was almost the first day that I was feeling like about 99% better. So let's get fucking twisted. A lot of head in this Guinness. The long goof. No, it wasn't goof. It was crud. It was some sort of sewer crud. But I'm back. I'm back, baby. Next week I'll be even better. This week we have a special thing for you. This week, I went to. See, I still got a little bit of a tickle in there. A few years ago, thanks for the karma. A few years ago, I went to Ireland. I got some Irish rat in me. I'm a little bit Irish. I think like maybe a quarter. And how much Irish am I? Right now, about 5%. Okay, well, I'm drinking this Guinness. Orland. That's how they pronounce eyes. Is oil. Well, see you later. I interviewed this guy named Pat out there, who is a leprechaun hunter. I forget why I needed this. This happened a long time ago, and I kind of just pulled this out. So, sorry, cough button. There's something happened in Ireland. I forget exactly what happened. But I woke up with a bad headache, and I had this interview from a guy named Pat. And I remember he was a leprechaun hunter. That's all I remember, because I had to sign this check that said to the leprechaun hunter for tax reasons. But so maybe we'll be playing a little bit of that interview later. It's gonna be very interesting, I'm sure. Maybe. But leprechaun hunting is very important. Because I do remember, I think I was robbed by one or two. They're very slippery little bastards, you know. You said, all they care about is gold and stuff. But we're gonna talk a little bit more about leprechauns later, about what they are, good ways to hunt them, stuff like that. But we should start the show how we usually always start the show, with a little bit of music. We're gonna start. We got a lot of weird music tonight. I think, Diane, is there some weird music? We got music, though. It's all CC BY 3.0, all found on SoundCloud. If you want to support the artist, go there and, I don't know, hold their breasts. Isn't that what support is? Breast holding? Like, breast hold themselves, but if you're holding them for the person, that's support. Let's listen to the first song of the evening. Polcali? Ground Control? Your guess is as good as mine, Servo. Cool song. Very cool song. Very synthy, very wavy. Milk drop ties it together. There's video if you want to watch the video. I don't know why you would want to watch the video. It's some weird green rat dying there. I died green. Yeah, Diane, you didn't know I was going to do this, right? Because I didn't tell you about the letter I got. Yeah. She sent me a letter. It's way hotter than you. Yeah. Can't believe she just threw that like that. That was, what are you gonna do? If a lovely young lady says that you should dye yourself green for St. Patrick's Day, you must oblige. So we did it. We did it, everybody. And it was cool too because all the fans were outside and they probably saw that I was green and they're like, "Oh wow, he's represented." Maybe that's why they're all screaming. Very cool stuff. Did I dye my nipples? I dyed my whole body. I'm all covered in fur. My nipples stick out and they might have got a little dye on them. Carol, you filthy mind, you got the dirty mind there. Talking about dirty minds, I was watching that new Pixar movie, Red Panda. Keep seeing, I've seen ads for it all the goddamn place. And I was like, I'm not gonna like this. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to see that. This looks like more like junk. I actually didn't mind. I didn't mind it that much. It was a pretty typical bullshit the Pixar movie, but it got very strange. It started to talk about I think she's like 13 or 15, some young teenage girl having her period, and that's pretty much the whole movie was. It was like a metaphor about a girl having her period and like being scared of her mom. I don't fucking. It was fucking weird. Red panda, blue pangolin. But when they actually went to the whole, it was metaphorical, but they also say it pretty straightforward as well within the show. Because the girl, she starts turning into a panda bear. 'Cause some fucking ancient curse throughout her whole. It's basically like Teen Wolf. It was Teen Panda, and so she turns into a panda bear, red one. And she's in the bathroom. And she's like, "Oh, mom, don't come in. I'm panda." You can't say she's a panda. She's scared. She don't know what's happening. And her mom starts bringing her like boxes of tampons. Like, if anything, you just need one, right? I don't think you need a whole box, even if it's your first one. I'm not too sure how it works. I haven't had my first period yet, but I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was watchable. It was more watchable than the Atom Project. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Why am I talking about movies? I'm going to talk about some garbage that I watched recently. The Panda Pixar flick wasn't horrible. The Atom Project was pretty retarded. But Ryan Reynolds is a cute guy, so that held it together for me, I guess. I was like, hey, look at how old Ryan Reynolds there. Any Irish movies? I don't think so. I don't know the last Irish movie I've seen. Oh, is that this Saints Brothers? The Boondock Saints. That was Irish, or is that Scottish? I don't know. Snatch, Periwinkle Blue. The Atom Project has time travel in it. So right off the bat, I knew I was not gonna like it. But it actually started to explain some of the rules of the what was that shit called? When there's an impossibility, the rules of whatever the fuck, the laws of time travel, and they explained it. But then it didn't make any fucking sense after that. Ryan Reynolds is with his younger self in like a jet plane. and Reynolds straps himself up, and the kid is right behind him, just standing there, inside of a jet. Why is he wearing the seatbelt? A conundrum. It's either way. It was, and they're flying real fast, and the kid is not turning into a pancake or dying. He's not wearing a flight suit either. The kid should have been like had his neck twisted and been laying on the floor. But it's for 12-year-olds. I'm sure the Panda movie is made for 12-year-olds as well, but it was better put together. And then there's a giant magnet at one part in the Ryan Reynolds Atom Project movie, and it was very selective about what it would attract, which was fucking pissing me off. I'm like, all of that right there that's all metal over there. That's all metal, but only a couple of the screws right there are moving because that's what upset me about the movie. Also, it's just a dumb movie anyway. They de-age somebody in it, and whenever they use de-aging, the people just look like cartoon characters, and it's just hard to take any of it seriously. But it was. If you like Ryan Reynolds, grab some mayo and watch it. It was bad though. It wasn't horrible, but it was pretty bad. I guess that's what I watched this week. Well, why am I talking about? We're talking about leprechauns, right? Yeah, we're talking about leprechauns. Wait, let's look up leprechaun on Wikipedia because that's the book of knowledge, right? Leprechaun. Tell me, Internet of Things, what a leprechaun is. The factual leprechaun right here. A leprechaun is a diminutive, supernatural being. Why is it? What the? I mean, he's short, extremely or unusually small. Is that why she called my supernatural being in Irish folklore, classed by some as a type of solitary fairy? He's a little guy. He wants to be with that. They're usually depicted as little bearded men wearing a coat and a hat and partake in mischief. See, I only remember this really big guy. I don't remember any small guy in my little leprechaun. But I'm also small too, so maybe size matters in some ways. They've been depicted as shoemakers who have hidden pots of gold at the end of the rainbow. There you go. Fact. It's in Wikipedia, so it's real. That's what they are. They can't be anything else. Isn't it weird? Why is there never like monster crossovers like a vampire leprechaun? The puka? I've seen the puka once. It was the Easter Bunny. There was why isn't there like more crossovers in the monster world? I think a leprechaun vampire would be pretty damn awesome. Like a tiny short person that hypnotizes you to have sex with them, and then they bite your neck and suck your blood and hide you under a rainbow or something. Or get interesting with your monsters. Have a mummy that when you open it up, it's actually like the Wolfman. Like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. Maybe I could look it up on. Are leprechauns on Pornhub? Hold on one second here. We have to look up leprechaun porn. Leprechaun porn. I didn't even have to go to Pornhub because it brought me there anyway. Leprechaun porn videos. Oh boy. Okay, those aren't leprechauns. I thought there'd be smaller things there. We should maybe listen to a quick voicemail. We're gonna open the phone line soon. Not quite yet. We're gonna listen to. Yeah, I would imagine it would be more like that, but it was just people wearing weird faces. Oh, anyway, let's listen to a quick voicemail. 917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Well, that's good.
Great.
That's good. Oh, me? My day? Oh, well, my day. Jeez, I'll tell you about my day. It's all right. It's a good day. It's all right. So, I thought I'd give you a call and tell you about a revelation I had. So, you know how you use the shower, right? Like, you have a stand-up shower, and you're sort of in a new place. You're kind of getting to know everything. And so you got, I like to have a really hot shower. When you have a hot shower, you turn it all the way up to high, the H. I think H stands for high. It stands for high, right? Probably. So I put it all the way to the high section, and it gets all steamy. It gets all warm and hot, and it's just nice, It's like, you're nice, and your bones get all warm and stuff, and your skin does too. It's pretty good. It's a good scene, But then you turn off the shower, and then it's like, you're still kind of warm, but you don't have the water hitting your body anymore. You got only just the air, it's the steam. So if you're in one of these stand-up showers and then you open the door, it's like mad coldness. Mad coldness. Where did this coldness come from? That's not how it was in the shower. It was hot. It was nice and steamy. But, you grab the towel, you open the door, you get the towel, and then you dry yourself off. You're like, oh, okay, this isn't so bad. But you still feel that cold air. And so I do this the next day, and then the next day I got smart. I was smart this time. I took the towel and I put it over the shower door so I could easily.
Caller has a really good point, though. That's why before I take a shower, I like to set the house on fire. It level there's balance there. You know what I'm saying? It's cold, hot, and you're all good. We should probably take another quick break here. We're gonna listen to some music, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna thank some people, and then we're gonna get into these interviews. Maybe I'll open the phone lines too. Maybe yeah. How about this? How about we listen to some music? We thank some people, and we open the phone lines. Then we listen to more. We'll figure it out as it happens. Okay, we're gonna play this next song right here. It's a Chronic Celtic with Celtic Impulse. Wow. That was a hammering good time. Let's thank some people. Don't stop the hammer. Don't stop the hammering. This week we did not get anything in the P.O. box. The P.O. box was empty this week, which is fine. It actually makes me feel kind of good when it's empty because I'm always scared that I'm going to get like some bath salts or magic pixie dust in there. I actually don't even know what a dulcimer is. What is it? I'm going to have to look this up. Is that like the weird little guitar or it's a type of drum? Hold on, I got to look up this dulcimer. Dulcimer. I didn't even spell it right there. Dulcimer. It's like I think I kind of. It was like a weird, long, boat-shaped guitar. You smack it. You hammer it. Some are thin. Some are big. It looks like I'm looking at one that looks like a violin with like an identity crisis. It's like let's just mix the body and the neck together. Put the neck on the body. Very awkward looking. I'm probably even saying it wrong. Anyway, let's thank some people here. You could donate by going to nicktherat.com and clicking donate. And using it's PayPal, I think, yeah. There's also Twitch. If you have a Amazon Prime account, you can give me a free $2 every month by subscribing to my Twitch channel. All right, and finally, there's the P.O. Box 90549. Yeah, 9090549, Brooklyn, New York 11209. Sorry, I'm very high right now. Let's look at the contribution list here. For the contributors, I read their initials and the note and the amount. I try not to dox people. People might not want to be associated with the filth in the sewer. The sewer filth? Wow, holy. It's a long list. Are most of these like, what is this here? Anthony Payne. See, I'm also mad we don't have anything in the P.O. box because I wanted to use my letter opener that Servo got us last week. Anthony paying debt to Servo. Even though technically I won, I set it up to donate to you if Servo did the Python coding. $20. Now, I vaguely remember there was something last week. I shall definitely dox you, Sir Steampunk. Remember there was some weird thing going on in the sewer chat. I don't know, but it ended up in me getting 20 big smackaroos. So continue on with the Python coding. Thank you. And also thank you, Servo, for always posting the song titles in there. Duo Denim. We also have, whoa, look at this one. This is code 1481. A good year. For the YouTube Shorts Tesla thing. For the YouTube Shorts. Oh, I think that was part of the, like, if I played the YouTube clip of the Tesla short, it was weird. I don't know, but I made a killing off of this. Thank you guys so much. What else do we have here? We have Tajanta with 420. Thank you, Tajanta. We have JB with a 420. Thank you, JB. These are subscriptions. These are, I think, 420 a month. That's awesome. We have LB with 420. Thank you so much, LB. I hope you are doing well. You always make me laugh. We got we have JA 420. Wow, this is a big donation day. I guess maybe PayPal is making all the monthly donations come in at the one, like at the same time or something. We have another 420 from IC. IC, thank you. You've been around for quite a long time, IC. I hope you are enjoying the content along with everybody else. We have KR 420. KR has also been around for a long time, and whenever I say IC, KR comes after. ICKR, ICK. There's some code in there or something. Whoa. Joe, with love from Joe, sent in $20. Thank you, Joe. You could have sent 20 with hate, and I would have taken it as well. But the fact that you sent it with love makes it a little bit better, a little sweeter. Thank you. We have $9.99, and it looks like maybe a joke. A man walks into the psychiatrist's office mumbling, "I'm a TP, I'm a wigwam, I'm a TP, I'm a wigwam." The psychiatrist looks up and says, "Clearly, you are too tense." Thank you, BB. I'd rather live in a teepee than a wigwam. We also have one final donation here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Life is better with your show. From IF. Well, thank you so much, IF. I think life is better with my show too, because without this show, I don't exist, I don't think. Is that how it works? If Nick the Rat Radio isn't there, there's no Nick the Rat? Or is there? There's just no radio, because I think I don't disappear. Nick the Rat will always be here. Thank you so much, IF. Thank you for everybody that has donated. Let's check the Twitch and see if there's any donations via Twitch here. Oh, up. John Fletcher on Twitch. I don't know if he wants me saying his name there. Just resubbed for a month with a tier 1. They've been subbed for 2 months. 3 minutes ago. I think that's John Fletcher there. But he's got a way to go to catch up with Ducky. 38 minutes ago, did a resub with Prime. 34 months. Ducky, you've been subbed to Nick the Rat Radio on Twitch for 34 months. That's a long time. That's like more than a year. Lennox Reverb. Or is it Lennox? Or is it Lennox Reverb? Doxed you. Dox Reverb. And 7 days ago, Dark Vam resubbed for 16 months. And Quirkus, I think I might have said these because these were 7 days ago, which is a week ago. Also resubbed with Prime for 20 months. I love your stream, and you are the one possum creature. Nick the Rat. Thank you. Okay, that is all the donations. Thank you all. If it wasn't for support from you guys, this show would it would still be possible because we have gigantic corporate sponsorships. And we're gonna play some advertisements, and then we'll be right back with some more show. We'll open the phone lines after that, but we're gonna listen to this ad because this is how I really get paid. If it wasn't for these ads, then there would be no show. What you guys send is that's a beer and weed money, and I'm joking. I love you guys. Here we go. Advertisements.
One sip of fruit punch. shakes.
Oh man,
And
TV is so boring. Never anything I want to see is on. If only I had a way to see anything I ever wanted. Oh, I wonder who that is.
Excuse me, sir. I was just passing by your house and couldn't help but overhear you wishing you could see anything you want.
Anything?
Anything and more. Have you ever heard of the government optic speculum?
Doberman septic? Whatchamalum?
The government optic speculum. For just one super low price of $69.99, you could have this tiny viewfinder installed in your house.
But,
just pop your peeper on this two-way screen and say the magic word, and anything you could ever dream of seeing will be beamed into your brain.
Well, if it's a two-way screen, isn't that invasion of privacy?
Privacy? Ha! What's that?
And all this information flow, it's controlled by the government?
You're asking all the wrong questions, kid. Hey, Tommy, take this one out back.
Ow! Ow! Stop! Ow! That's me! Ow!
Hello, Dark Sewer Network listeners. Think of the possibilities and order yourself one today. 917-719-5923. I'll be seeing ya. Ha ha!
You can't do that with my arm! It doesn't bend that way! Stop it! Ow!
Have you ever wanted to take a shower, but you're not that Irish and there's no springs anywhere? You're pretty fucked up off the Guinness right now, and there's a hot potato in the oven, and your bitch wife with her fucking red hair and freckles is in the other room laughing at you. Well, now you could take a shower in the sewer with the Dark Sewer Soap. Buy 5 bars today for $69.99. Only on the Dark Sewer Network. Call now and order yours today. 917-719-912-59359. What the hell was that number? 917-719-5923.
Where is Larry? Have you seen him? Larry exposed on the Dark Sewer Network.
So I take the towel and put it over the shower door. And then I could just turn off the shower and just dry myself off in the warm. And then when I'm ready to get out, I'd open the door. It
Open
would
the
be
door.
cold. You'd still have that coldness, but your towel's dry. Yeah, so
Hello?
that's my revelation.
Hello?
All right.
Hey,
Well,
hey, Nick.
break your legs, Mr. Rat.
Oh.
Love you, man.
Hello?
Have a great show.
I got a serious question.
Is it about showers?
Actually, I'm about to get in a shower.
Have a warm towel ready.
So kind of. I need to know. We've known each other for a while, and I mean, you know me, I know you. We're kind of cool, I think. Are you cool if it's just tonight?
Wait, what? Caller, this is the first time callers line. This is the Leprechaun hate line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So are you cool if it's just tonight? I mean, we don't no commitment or none of that, you know.
What? I have no idea who you
I'll see you
are.
in the hall. What?
This is fine. This is it's sure, whatever. I don't know who you are, caller.
Good. So you do the virtual realities, yes? You have the Oculus.
What?
Hello? You do the virtual realities, yes? No,
I do the reality.
Yeah, but you bought the headset for the virtual Oculus.
My virtual reality comes in a can.
So, if I always trust the internet to inspire my hope in humanity and life on the planet Earth. So I happen to find myself on that Reddit website. Yeah, some of those inspiring motherfuckers, they posted, so if you were wearing a virtual reality headset and you were fucking a woman, but in actual reality, you were fucking a man.
Okay.
What would you do?
What do you mean?
Does that make you gay?
I don't know.
I mean, would you enjoy it?
So I'm wearing a virtual reality helmet.
There are messy ways to get a prostate massage.
How am I fucking the dude? Am I fucking like the back of his knee, his face? What am I doing here?
If you're fucking his face, you'd feel the stubble. That'd be a dead giveaway.
I could only
like
have
your balls slapping his hairy chin. That's kind of gross, Nick.
No. They would have to have shaved. I can't. I don't want that. I don't want the stubble. That'd be like sandpaper on my balls, on his chin.
So
wouldn't feel very good.
If you're involved in that kind of a weird situation,
not that weird. I've done. Okay, go on.
I mean, it kind of. What if your headset fell off and you're like, "Oh, dude," and your neighbor was like, "Oh, dude," and you'd be kind of like the Spider-Man meme where he's pointing at himself like, "Oh shit, I just fucked you."
Caller,
fuck you. Fuck you.
Let me tell you this other situation.
Because it'd be like a circle fuck.
Do you think the situation you just said would be kind of like a bad thing? Like say you're not gay, but you have the virtual reality helmet on. You're seeing the sex you want to have sex with while you're having actual sex with the sex you don't want to have sex with. Is that a nightmare situation for you?
Like I say, there are less messy ways to get a prostate massage.
What if you were having
Go
actual
ahead.
sex with the sex that you wanted to have sex with, but in the virtual reality helmet, it was like a goat? Is that worse?
Now, goats are a totally different story because that can go one of two ways.
And I knew what he's
Like
for.
you've sat down and had a massive good shit. You're like, oh wow, that felt good to get rid of, you know?
Yeah.
But then imagine the reverse.
Sucking a shit
What
in?
if you like sat down like, oh man, I'm ready to get that lubed up, crammed back in there. Because, I mean, it felt good going out. What about going in? I mean, there are people that really enjoy it, apparently. So is that wrong? Asking for a friend.
If it doesn't hurt, if it's not hurting you.
Oh, plenty of lube. Like I said, the prostate massage.
If you're like,
you just
if you're
deal
smoking a
with the
cigar
smell
with
of,
your butt, then
tossed
I'd be
salad.
like, that's not good because you're gonna get butt cancer from that.
Well, yeah, like I said, the smell. I mean, tossed. Well, you deal with the smell already. You're a fucking sewer dweller. Fucking sewer dweller. Hey, Nick. Was it good for you?
Caller, have you ever killed a leprechaun? Caller, are you there? 917-719-5923.
Hi, this is Brett Jetski. Just here with the Rand Paul Institute. That's Brett Jetski. Brett, I think you heard of me. And I'm just here to ask you a quick survey here with the Rand Paul Institute. Number one, first question, guns. Question number two, I'll give you the time is one. Okay, question two on the survey there was, if you could make Ron Paul president, but you had to be Rand Paul's son's pet rat for the rest of Rand Paul's son's life, would you do it? Question number three, do you ever think those gas station Delta 8 gummies make every single song sound like Skyrim music? Once again, this is Brett Jetski with the Rand Paul Institute. That's Brett Jetski. Brett Wave Runner Jetski. We'll be seeing you. Just get back to us with those survey results, and thanks for caring about people.
My answers are yes, yes, and yes. And then yes. I forget what the questions were, though. Would I be like Rand Paul's son's pet rat? Is a kid rich? I'd do anything for money.
Hello?
Hi, is this Brett Jetski?
This is Brett Ripple Wave Jetski.
Ripple Wave?
Yeah, something like that.
You ever ride a jet ski before?
I've done the jet skis, I've done the water skis, I've done the 11 skis, 12 skis, all those skis. Yeah.
You ever do the inner tube strapped to the back of a motorboat?
Oh yeah. Except growing up out here in the mountains, we just had my uncle would just tie a couple of little inner tubes to his paddle boat. He'd rent the $7 paddle boat for an hour. And we just kind of do the inner tube about 2 mile an hour pace.
Holy crap! I didn't know it's midnight in the sewer. I was so
that means
high
it's
for
tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Shit,
officially
tomorrow?
St. Patrick's
Still March,
Day.
right?
Cilantro.
It's still March. It's still March, right?
I think the madness is still there.
Wow. Oh yeah.
The caller, have you
Who
ever
you got in the big game in the March Madness? Do you have
Patrick Ewing?
You got the Decepticons. You got the Miami Dolphins. You got the Charlie's Angels. Who you picking?
Brett Favre, Mario Lopez. What was that guy on the Dolphins? Luigi.
Mario the plumber. Yeah, Luigi. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Caller, have you ever
Nick,
killed a leprechaun?
Have I ever killed a leprechaun? I might have stepped on one in the dark or something, and didn't know I stepped on it. But as far as I know, I haven't killed one intentionally.
Would you? Would you kill a leprechaun intentionally? Because they're little thieving bastards, I think. I was robbed. Have you ever been robbed by a leprechaun?
I would say no, I would never kill a leprechaun. But then I saw Leprechaun in Space. And then I saw Leprechaun 2 Back to the Hood.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, that leprechaun killed somebody with a bong, dude. Like, even when you're smoking out with a leprechaun, he'll still kill you.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part about leprechauns. They stab you in the back.
So
they're not nice people. They have to be stopped.
They need some of that dark sewer soap.
Rub the lep right off their cons.
Yeah. I mean, the Irish have always been a problem, let's be honest. And this is coming as somebody who has part Irish heritage,
Why hasn't everybody always been a problem?
Yeah, but the Irish, like the Italians, they brought cuisine and, yes, crime, but it was organized crime. You don't want unorganized crime.
The Irish brought unorganized crime?
That way there's No. See, the Italians, they brought cuisine and organized crime.
Yeah.
The Irish came in, they brought unorganized crime, just general drunkenness.
Yeah.
I mean, both were looked down on as immigrants originally, but the Irish were actually the problem, and the Italians just took over and propagandized against the Irish.
And that's why the Irish became police?
Deserved it, man.
Did the Irish become police to try to stop the Italian
Why do you think
mobs?
they call it a paddy wagon, bro?
Well, because the Irish people became police people in all the old times, the times before now.
Do you think Paddy's Scotch came before the paddy wagon? Chicken or the egg thing?
I don't know.
Because it was all just like it was all like public intoxication. So it was the paddy wagon, man. I was there.
Paddy wagon.
I was there back in the day, man. I got arrested in a paddy wagon in 1917.
Are you a vampire?
No, I was just drunk.
Diane, it's a leprechaun. Track this number.
Oh shit.
They live a long time. If these little fuckers think they could call my show and fuck with me tonight, just because I think we should listen to this interview. It's already midnight. We should start. Okay, we're gonna hold on, everybody. Oh, we got another call coming in. Let's. First time caller's line. Nick the Rat Radio.
Oh, this is Nick the Rat Radio. I was calling for a double Irish enchilada special.
What's that?
Well, it's the enchilada special. I thought you guys were having that going on tonight with the lamb, right? I don't want the beef. That shit tastes like Taco Bell beef. I think you guys stole that, but no, I want the Atlantic farmed full GMO lamb.
They have a lot of sheep out there.
With the mint enchilada sauce. You guys got that in stock tonight?
Yeah, just what's your credit card number?
It's 917-719-5923.
Is this fucking leprechaun? Are you a leprechaun?
No. Just quit chasing after me Lucky Charms, all right? That's all I gotta say.
We're going to put the phones on hold for a second here. Now, where's the tape? let's listen to this interview. I forget what even happened here. We can load it up. Okay, we're gonna load it up. Here we go. Hey everybody, this is a Nick the Rat special interview. I'm in Ireland right now with a leprechaun hunter. His name is Pat McGoldstockings. What was your name again, sir?
My name's Pat McGoldshits. I think I might have some Jewish in me too.
Mr. McGoldshits, a leprechaun hunter, famous here in Ireland. I was getting drunk and robbed by somebody, and they told me that I should contact you because they weren't robbing me. It was actually pesky little leprechauns that have been running around the area, and they gave me your card, and I called you up, and you said you could help me, but and then I asked if I could interview you, and you said yes, and I'm just so happy to be here with you today, and hopefully we could also find the leprechaun that stole all of my money and stuff. But Mr. McGoldshits, how? I hope you find him, Mr. McGoldshits. How did you get into this whole leprechaun hunting business?
Well, you see, Nick the Rat, I was out there with my mother one day in the forest. We were going hunting for mushrooms and fairies, and a leprechaun came across my mother's face with a big old hairy red pubic haired penis, and it affected me. What? My entire life after this. So I realized when I was of age that I should pick up the kilt, go out there with my chamois stick and beat the living shit out of every leprechaun I could find within the whole entire area of Ireland. And yes, that is exactly how this whole thing began, Nick.
Oh my God, that's horrible. I've had many people come across my mother's face as well, and I know how it could really affect you as an individual. So I do sympathize with your plight, Mr. Goldsmith. But can you maybe get into how you would actually go about finding these little leprechaun bastards? Because I couldn't even see it. It looked like there was just some large man behind me that and then I saw a fist, and then I was naked and penniless, and same guy said it was a leprechaun. So how do you hunt down these little bastards?
I was nervous. Maybe a scene, Nick the Rat, which we could do. We could go back to the scene of the crime, and we're going to strip you down and cover you in some honey, dyed gold. We're going to dye you in gold honey. We're going to lay you flat on the street where it happened. And the little leprechauns, they usually be coming back to the scenes of the crime. And I'm sure this one will be coming back, because when you're out there in Ireland and you're stealing people's money and you come across a little rat, that will stick with you. And I'm sure this leprechaun is definitely going to want to be coming and getting pictures of you laying naked on the street with your butt covered in the golden honey.
I didn't know this was going to be this adventurous. Mr. Goldstein, this sounds like it could work really well, and I'm ready to do anything to catch these people, because I had like $4 on me. It's gone now, so I'm willing to go the distance for science, and I think these little leprechaun bastards, they're strong. After they are lured in by my naked body covered in the beaches, and how are we going to stop the leprechaun after that point, though?
Don't you be worrying about that. What I like to do is gather a large mob of my friends, and we all hide right behind the local pub or down the dark alleyway, and as soon as we see the action coming, we're all going to get out, and we got the pitchforks, and we have got candles and fire and weaponry of all sorts of different cultures. We appropriated weapons from every culture you could believe, Nick. Don't worry, we're ready to bash in this little fuck's head, if you know what I'm trying to tell you, Nick.
So, Mr. Pat, it seems like you've been doing this for a long time, and you do charge by the hour, you said. So if we do go on this little adventure into the streets of Ireland and try to get back my goods, and do you have any proofs that you could maybe give to me? Because I didn't really see anything except this really large guy. I just want to be reassured that my investments are solid gold, as some might understand it as being, because I've made some poor investments in my time, and it's scary when you make a bad investment, especially when it's backed by your own government. But Pat, do you have any evidence you could maybe give to me?
I don't know if I should be fucking offended by you not believing my story, Nick. I guess I could give you a couple of these here pictures, and you could see what I'm talking about. There's definitely this here bloody pulp right here. This was one of the biggest leprechauns I've ever did see.
I don't think this guy's Irish.
Mean motherfucker. And this one right here, very small leprechaun. Little blood splotch on the floor. The mob, we did a good job. We stomped on them. We've got big old stomping leprechaun boots. We're going to show those to you a little bit later, and we're going to strap them up, and we're going to go stomping on these leprechauns for you. So, I'm slightly offended by the question in general, but here, you could take these photos back with you too. Show them to your mother. Slap her in the face with them. For all I care.
Oh, well, this is great. All right. Well, I'm seeing the pictures, and I'm a believer. I'm totally on board here with you, Pat. Can I ask you, is this your full-time job?
Yeah, it's fucking my full-time job. There's leprechauns needing to be squashed. There's tons of them out there. It's a plague. There's going to definitely be a lockdown soon. There's going to be nobody allowed out on the street because there's going to be fucking, these leprechauns, they come out into the street sometimes. They have giant leprechaun gangbangs in the middle of the street. It really is offensive. It's quite offensive. They do it in front of children too. And one time my wife, she joined in, and I didn't know where she went the next day, so I had to stomp through a whole bunch of fucking leprechauns. I finally did find her, but she was already dead. She had haggis poisoning.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's very hard to lose a loved one. All right, Pat. I guess that's all I really need to see in here. I gotta check. You take checks, right?
Fuck no, I don't be taking checks. You best have any money on you right now, or I'm going to cram you up my asshole and squeeze until your head pops
What
off.
the hell is this? You're very imaginative. All right, yeah, I think I got some. Maybe I could sell the cassette recorder that I'm using here. Let me just take the tape out. All right, Pat. We'll talk a little bit after later. But I just want to say thanks again for the help. I don't remember any of that. That was horrible. I'm gonna wash my brain out with something else that's gonna need to be washed out of my brain. See, a good way to forget something is to quickly listen to something else that you're gonna want to forget really fast after that. We have Papistry with IBIATCL. Diane, did that happen?
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you and touching me. Touching you is I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We've been rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh, ooh.
Fuck that shit!
I wanna kiss you every minute, every hour, every day. You got me in a spin, but everything is A-okay.
Pick up the phone, rat.
And touching you, and touching me, and touching you, 'cause you're touching me. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. Because a chance we can make it now. We're rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh, oh, guitar!
Get 2 black slim suits with new super sewer band, son. Fuck you.
Gotta do that shit. You gotta get fucked up.
Heineken!
And touching you, and touching me, and touching you, just touching me. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. I reckon the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh, ooh.
Gator lady, she's the gator lady.
Fuck that shit!
Hey Nick, how you doing? Nick, how you doing? Hey Nick, how you doing? I'm just standing here. I'm just trying to take a piss. Trying to take a piss, and it's almost St. Patty's Day. It's almost St. Patty's Day. It's almost St. Patty's Day, and I'm taking God damn, 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 I'm taking a.
Feel like I'm at church again. 917-719-5923.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
There you, Nicholas Rex. The time is about 11:35. Just wanted to see how you were doing. All right.
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. Talk to you. All right. Bye.
My health is about at like 95%. My alcohol intake right now is at about, since they're Guinnesses, I'm about at 45%. My weed is about off. That's that's like an 89%. I could probably only get about 10% higher. Maybe. My spirits are good because it's after midnight, and as soon as midnight strikes, I'm a pretty happy person. I know that the next day has happened. It's still nice and dark and quiet. There's nothing stirring except for that sexy-ass mouse with the red hair and big breasts that said, please dye your whole body green. I obliged. During that last song, there was a lap that I don't know if the crowd's getting bigger up top. I might have to go out there and say hi to everybody. Weeds at 20%. It might be 917 719 5923.
Nick! Savvy singer tomorrow! Woo! Singer tomorrow! Cinco de Mayo! Cinco, we made it! Cinco de Mayo! Woo!
I think that guy's a little confused. So Diane showed me some pictures. She sent me over the because I totally forgot what happened in Ireland. I need to repack that instead. I forgot this whole Pat interview. I'm starting to think Pat might have been lying to me about being Irish. I'm starting to turn into a skeptic here. So let me describe it to you what I'm seeing in these pictures. Since this is like a podcast, I should just wind up just like tell you what I'm seeing instead of actually, hold on one second. And so there's a couple pictures of I don't think anybody should actually see these because I paid a high price for these guys. And I don't need you guys out there making NFTs and shit. So I'm just going to explain to you what it is. There's several pictures of red pubic hair and blood stains on the street. It's with like barely worn, like it looked like felt green cutouts of something. It was very strange, but it was I don't understand why Diane still kept these. It's very strange for her to do such like weird stuff like that. But one picture was actually me covered inside of like mayonnaise.
Hey everybody, this is Zindu reported to you live from outside of Nick the Rat Radio studio right now. Nick's not really aware of right now is there's a mob, an angry mob outside of the studio. Apparently there's a leprechaun running around. And it was spotted in this area where we're currently with the mob right now. And if anybody is listening to this, don't tell Nick that we're up here with an angry mob. We're actually it's kind of friendly looking, the mob. It looks like they might just want his autograph. But hey, I don't know why Nick is all green today. But apparently these people think they've definitely seen a leprechaun running down into the sewers in the exact time and place that Nick the Rat usually enters his I'm surprised Nick didn't see the leprechaun as he is anyway, we got some people in the crowd here. Let's what's your name here? I think you're the one that I called to organize this little powwow get together group because we spotted an evil leprechaun in the streets of New York City. Is this correct, sir?
You damn right we're here for the leprechaun, you strange-looking creature, you. Oh, this is a real fucking fun time. We're having had a good old leprechaun squishing in quite a long time. I came over from Ireland years ago just because this little fellow over here, he told me that I should be coming down here and squishing all the leprechauns. And I just saw one. We all did see one, right, boys? Yeah, listen to them. Oh, we're going to squish this little fucker. Thank you so much for letting us know here, Zindu, about this leprechaun location. It looks like a little sewer hole. We seen him scurrying on down there around the 10:30 mark. We're going to scream and we're going to yell until he comes on out, and then we're going to stomp all over him. Whoa, okay, that's pretty awesome. All right, if you want, you can call this number right here, 917-719-5923, and you could let Nick the Rat know. I mean, that's what the leprechaun sometimes calls himself, Nick the Leprechaun. So you give him a call and just tell him to come on outside. That you're a big fan. Just tell him you're a big fan. And if you see anything green coming out of that little sewer cap right there, that one right there, the one I marked off and circled, yeah, that one, yeah. If you see anything come out of there, fucking stomp on it real quick, like whack-a-mole. It's gonna be like whack-a-mole. It's gonna be great, Pat. Are you and the boys ready to do this? Maybe you should give them a call. Pat in the crowd. We don't need to be calling no leprechaun to bring them on out. We'll wait here all night till the fucking early morning. We're getting drunk as fuck right now. Oh boy, the boys are all riled up and we're ready to squish on some leprechaun Zindu. I just want to say that thank you for... I don't know why you didn't let us get closer to the sewer cap though before. You seen him. You knew where he was gonna be, but you told us not to go there right away. Well, that's because the lovely young lady you saw scooting down I didn't want to scare her away because she's a good lady, Diane. She was the one that was all covered in the mayonnaise that slipped down into the sewer right after that rat. It's crazy how she could fit that ass on her. I'm surprised they need to cover it in so much mayo to squish her down into the sewers. But she's a lovely lady. But either way, we're not here to talk about Diane. We're here to talk about the little leprechaun fuck that was with her. Yeah, that was Nick the Leprechaun. I don't know why she was with him, but leave her alone. Don't touch her, okay? I saw that you were about to throw a spear at her, and that's not cool, man. But either way, when the leprechaun comes out, when he's just out by himself and there's no beautiful mayo-covered ladies around with him, just start fucking stomping on him. Because, oh boy, that leprechaun, he stole my job from me, my well-being, and I really want it back. And if with the blood of that leprechaun, I feel that maybe I could have a bigger job, better job with a local podcast. What the fuck is a podcast? Don't you worry, Zinda. We were only gonna wrap that lady up and cover her in more mayonnaise because she was a real good looker. Anyway, we're gonna be waiting out here screaming and hooting and hollering until that little leprechaun fucker comes out, and then we're gonna stomp on him and get them all red in the streets. Don't you worry, Zindu. Thank you so much for letting us know where to be. We haven't had a good leprechaun hunt in a while, boys, have we? Yeah, we've seen the leprechaun, yeah! Well, you heard it here first, folks. The Leprechaun Hunter Killers, led by Pat Goldsmith, is in the city above the sewers. Apparently there was a leprechaun that ran into the sewers. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I can't wait till I can go back to work. Anyway, we'll be back later. Don't tell Nick that any of this is happening. I want it to be a surprise as a giant Irish man squishes the fuck out of him. All right, bye guys. Happy, what is it? Fucking happy leprechaun killing day to all ya. Yeah. We'll be back a little bit later with more from the leprechaun riots of 2022 in New York City, baby. Yeah.
Diane, burn these pictures. As you can see in on the picture 12, the little circle that he put there, that's obviously me. Oh, hi everybody. We're not talking about these pictures anymore. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna listen to some music right now. We have Mavra with "It's a Fine Day." This is turning out to be a nightmare, Diane. Jeez, it's not a fine day.
It's a fine day. People open windows, they leave their houses just for a short while. It's a fine day. People open windows, they leave their houses just for a short while. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's a fine day. People open windows, they leave their houses just for a short while. They walk by the grass. They walk by the grass. They look at the sky. They walk by the grass and they look at the grass. They look at the sky. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's going to be a fine night tonight. 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 It's going to be a fine night tonight.
In Australia, it's Oscar here in Iceland. I got your email the other day. It made me really fucking angry. You know, I get 3 hours of sunlight per day. Every day, 3 hours. And you are arguing about 1 hour. Guess what time it is? Look around. It's a beautiful day in sunny Reykjavik at 20 minutes past 3 o'clock. No, I have... Sorry, Dave. My camera is broken. I have to sit for 2 hours in front of ultraviolet light. That's so that they help my mind and my skins from being healthy. I drink this Lisi. Do you know what Lisi is? Lisi is oil from fish. I drink fish shits 2 times per day. This stops me from being funny in the head. It's called...
Right there on the bridge of the Danube, kid. I kind of like to talk to you, you know. Well, why don't you email me? Kind of like a, one-on-one, kind of a face-to-face type of thing, you know. Do it personally? Yeah, I'd love to see, you know what I mean, kid? Let's do it. How you doing, kid? How are you? Good. 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 Hey, mental telepathy, astral projection, you know.
Here you are. Right. What do you want?
Kid, I'm putting together a little concern, which would enable those of us in our rarefied profession to avoid embarrassing overlaps.
What, like a union?
Yeah, more like a club. Work less, make more.
That's a great idea, but thank you, no.
The way to find out what's going on, the kind of programming that's going on, is a game I invented a long time ago called Bavarian Television. This is based on the old Bavarian fire drill. The Bavarian fire drill is when you come to a red light, you jump out of your car, run to the car behind you, bang on the hood and say, "Everybody out, Bavarian fire drill." And run to the car behind that and yell, "Everybody out, Bavarian fire drill." And after you got back to about the 10th car, you flip around and run back to the front again. And most of them are following you at this point. You get into your car, the light changes, and you drive off. Like having taught them a lesson in obedience and idiocy and how easily people are manipulated.
We have a singular opportunity now.
Singular opportunity.
There's been a crash in Oregon. An alien ship has collided with a military aircraft. Recovery is all important. It's Roswell and Corona all over again. 50 years later. It's our chance to rebuild the project.
You know, I was watching The Simpsons the other day. I watched the first Simpsons episode, and I deconstructed it. And so it's really interesting. So what happens in the first Simpson episode is that it's Christmas, and Homer and Marge are going to buy some Christmas presents, but Homer doesn't get his Christmas bonus. And so he's absolutely crushed by that. And that actually is a recurring theme in The Simpsons, where Homer loses his job or something like that, or can't make enough money. He's completely crushed. Even though he's kind of useless, bumbling, laughing fool of a guy, you know, the thing that gives that show its soul is that he's still oriented towards his family. That's what makes him honorable, is that foolish as he is, he's decided to adopt responsibility for his family and to try to bear that. And so he's a holy fool. He's not a complete fool. And it's so interesting watching the story because he suffers dreadfully as a consequence of not being able to fulfill his responsibility.
Carl, see if you can figure out what's wrong with this thing. It won't crank up and everything seems to be put together, right? Till I see you. Okay, stop back by. Don't worry about your boy now. He's doing good. It ain't got no gas in it. Yeah, you see there, Scooter? Thinks of the simplest things first.
I can see that you are Gabe Newell.
Here's your deck.
Wow.
Sue me, I'm colorful. Doesn't mean I belong in here making potholders with the wackos. Besides, what gives you the right to judge other people anyway?
The diploma. Judging people is pretty much the main benefit.
That and the license plates with MD on them. You can park almost anywhere.
And when you think about it, isn't that exactly the point? Parking. And driving, and shopping, and eating, and working. Somewhere, somehow, they all got chewed up and spit back out. They don't taste like living anymore. Don't you see what it's like in this deranged, wearing blender of a world? Every day is an agonizing ordeal. Like balancing a pot of scalding water on your head while people whip your legs and butt. Ah, you never forget your senior prom. You think I'm sick? Well, the only disease I've got is modern life. A schnut-busting gauntlet of inefficiency and misery that's one long parade of letdowns, put-downs, trickle-downs, shutouts, freeze-outs, sellouts, numbnuts, nick-and-puts, and nimrods. All making every day as much fun as waxing a flaming Pontiac with your tongue. Or even if you do luck into the possibility of some fleeting pleasure, like, say, if some nymphomaniac telephone operators with the muscle control of Romanian mat slappers agree to a little strip air hockey, it'll be over before it starts. Because some vowel-lacking, feta-reeking cab jockey slams his checker up your hatchback, and the cab is owned by some piñata spanker from a Santeria cult in Huacallpa who starts shaking chicken bones at you and gives you a boil on your neck so big, all it needs is Michael Jordan's autograph to make it complete. And even with all this, I still drag my sorry butt off the Sealy every morning and stick my face in the reaping machine for one more day, knowing when it's time to flash the cosmic card key at those pearly gates, I won't be in the coffin anyway, because some underhanded undertaker sold my heart, pancreas, and other assorted good and plenty to that same Santeria cult. So does anybody really wonder why anybody is hanging on to sanity by the atoms on the tips of their fingernails while life dirty dances on their digits? And is it really any wonder that I seem deranged? But that's probably nothing you haven't heard 100 times before.
The first problem is how to start. You see, I'll start with all the known principles. But the principles that are all known are inconsistent with each other. So something has to be removed. So we get a lot of letters from people. We're always getting letters from people who are insisting that we ought to make holes in our guesses as follows. You see, you make a hole to make room for a new guess. Somebody says to you, people always say space is continuous, but how do you know when you get to a small enough dimension that there really are enough points in between? It isn't just a lot of dots separated by little distances. Or they say, you know those quantum mechanical amplitudes that you told me about, they're so complicated and absurd. What makes you think those are right? Maybe they aren't right. I get a lot of letters with such content, but I must say that such remarks are perfectly obvious and are perfectly clear to anybody who's working on this problem, and it doesn't do any good to point this out. The problem is not what might be wrong, but what might be substituted precisely in place of it. If you say anything precise, for example, in the case of a continuous space, suppose the precise proposition is that space really consists of a series of dots only, and the space between them doesn't mean anything, and the dots are in a cubic array. Then we can prove that immediately is wrong. That doesn't work. You see, the problem is not to change or to say something might be wrong, but to replace it by something, and that is not so easy. As soon as any real, definite idea is substituted, it becomes almost immediately apparent that it doesn't work. Secondly, there's an infinite number of possibilities of these simple types. It's something like this. You're sitting working very hard. You work for a long time trying to open a safe. And some Joe comes along who doesn't know anything about what you're doing or anything except that you're trying to open a safe. He says, why don't you try the combination 10, 20, 30? Because you're busy. You're trying a lot of things. Maybe you already tried 10, 20, 30. Maybe you know that the middle number is already 32 and not 20. Maybe you know that, as a matter of fact, this is a 5-digit combination. There we are. So these letters don't do any good, and so please don't send me any letters trying to tell me how the thing is going to work. I read them to make sure that I haven't already thought of that. But it takes too long to answer them because they usually in the class try 10, 20, 30.
Let me just break it to you, the fools out there. If you don't make stuff, there's no stuff. Yeah. So if you don't make the food, if you don't process the food, you don't transport the food, whether, medical treatment, getting your teeth fixed, there's no stuff. I would become detached from reality. You can't just legislate money and solve these things. If you don't make stuff, there is no stuff.
I know how to stand up to a man who's unfairly trespassing against me. And the reason I know that is because the parameters for my resistance are quite well defined, which is we talk, we argue, we push, and then it becomes physical, right? Like if we move beyond the boundaries of civil discourse, we know what the next step is. Okay, that's forbidden in discourse with women. And so I don't think that men can control crazy women. I really don't believe it. I think that they have to throw their hands up in It's not even disbelief. It's that the cultural, there's no step forward that you can take under those circumstances, because if the man is offensive enough and crazy enough, the reaction becomes physical right away, or at least the threat is there. And when men are talking to each other in any serious manner, that underlying threat of physicality is always there. I'm defenseless against that kind of female insanity, because the techniques that I would use against a man who is employing those tactics are forbidden to me.
First, a joke. What do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord? My ass. Enough!
Let's listen to Izuria with Insomnia.
I only smoke weed when I need to, and I need to get some rest. Yo, where's my sense? I confess I burned the hole in your mattress. Yes, yes, it was me. I plead guilty, and at the count of three, I pull back my duvet and make my way to the refrigerator. One dry potato inside, no light, not even bread. Jam, and the light above my head went bam. I can't sleep, something's all over me, greasy. Insomnia, please release me and let me dream about making mad love on the heath. Tearing off tights with my teeth, but there's no relief. I'm wide awake in my kitchen, it's black and I'm lonely. Oh, if I could only get some sleep. Creaking noises make my skin creep. I need to get some sleep. I can't get no 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 sleep. Nick the Rat!
Fuck that shit!
Welcome back, everybody, to Nick the Rat Radio, episode, I don't know, is it 326 or some shit? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. That means it is now St. Patrick's Day in the Middle America area. Also, they're taking away the time shifts, right? Or is there's going to be some legal battle to get rid of the daylight savings? It's in the wheelhouse. The only reason why I don't want to get rid of it is because I've always had it. It'll just be like I want future generations to suffer too. I don't want to be the only, Also, that was Duck Man during that little TV radio break, and I think I just realized, I would say about 4 or 5 months ago, that Duckman was George. And I never knew. I used to watch Duckman when I was like growing up. I was like, oh man, this is like a risky show. I might even like got naked and humped my pillow to one of the female ducks in that show. I don't know, but it was weird. It was a weird show. Costanza is a real biff. Let's open the phone lines and see if there's any voicemails. 917-719-5923. It looks like there's a voicemail or two.
Sissy, we're coming for the sewer.
I wonder if that was a caller from somebody outside that's been hooting and hollering up there. I think the adoring fans are outside in New York City, 1 o'clock in the morning. The late night experience it's really amazing. You can't get this kind of like if it was during the day, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or some shit, and say there was a line of people outside. It's not that exciting. When it's 1 in the morning and you have people just hooting and hollering in the street, calling you to come out. They're like, come on out, come on. I hear it. I went to the bathroom and I heard some people screaming, come on out, come on out. It's really cool. Also, the guy Pat, he made some tapes of recordings of leprechauns. He has some really good high-tech spy technology. That guy, he probably worked as like a security guard or like what are the bodyguard for like a very high quality person or something. I don't know, high quality person, a rich person, because he had a lot of stuff strapped to his walls. He had these recordings of leprechauns having sex. He also gave those to me too, and we could listen to those. Let me get the tape. Diane, do we have the tape for the? Where's the? Yeah, Diane.
And we're back covering the live Leprechaun riots, New York City, 2022. Coming to you with the mob, the angry mob. Yeah, angry mob. Yeah, we love the angry mob. The angry mob is the best, what are they called? Equalizers in the world today. All you need is a bunch of people that have no idea what they're doing and why they're doing it to do it for you, and you're golden. And sometimes you need a leader of that group. And right now we got a leader over here, good old Pat McGoldsmith. Pat, I just want to say to you that I want to kiss you on the lips because you're big and beautiful and Irish, baby. I don't even want to know what you're thinking about there, Zindu. All I know is that I'm grateful for you to invite the big old Irish mob here tonight, that we're going to do some leprechaun squishing of that leprechaun that you told us about that hangs around these here sewers and these here parts of New York City. This is going to be one of the most bloodiest nights I ever imagined. I'm sure of it. I could tell it now by the look of fear in all the eyes of people surrounding us. The mob is actually getting bigger. We've been telling people all over the place, like right there. Joe, come over here.
Hey, my name's Joe. I'm here for the Leprechauns Squishing Rides 2022 New York City. Joe says that it's a good time. Yo, when I see some leprechauns, I'm going to step all over them. Just want to say thanks for Pat for organizing this and Zindu for inviting us down to the city. I don't know if there's any licenses or legal ramifications for this, though. So I'm going to pass this microphone off to Jay. Jay.
Yo, man, I'm here for the Leprechaun Ride 2022 in New York City, man. I can't wait to squish these leprechauns. I've been planning this shit all my entire life, baby. I can't wait to squish on these motherfuckers, squirt their blood all over. Oh, boy. Anyway, let's pass this right on back to Marianne.
Yeah. We can't pass it to Marianne. Marianne's actually 4 blocks away. Look at the tip of where my penis is right now. Anyway, we're here having a great time. It's all I gotta say is that sometimes the magical powers of the mob is it's a beautiful thing. It's like a church choir. It's like everybody's coming together at once. It's a bukkake of a holiday right now. It's there's people getting trashed and drunk in the streets. I saw a couple of red-headed ladies' breastises, and let me tell you, once you go red-headed lady breastises, you don't go back as. But yeah, oh wait, it looks like they're starting to pour some Molotov cocktails down into the sewer. Oh boy, it's gonna get hot down there for that leprechaun. I'm so happy for this. This is great. Oh man, these people are gonna do my job for me. I'm not gonna even get blamed for the death of this little bastard. I'm gonna take over the radio station. Oh boy, maybe I'll change it to ZinduRadio.com or something. I don't know what should I name it. Well, that's gonna be for a whole nother time and place. I got some more red-headed breastises ladies to look at over here. But anyway, hey, Pat, don't pour it. That's the good liquor. Stop that. Stop, Pat. No.
And are we still listening to this sex tape? I've been trying to... Something's been jamming the console. That Aerosmith? He kind of actually does look like Steven Tyler. Steven Tyler's been whoring it up on Twitch, sucking on earphones and bikinis and stuff. And G4 TV had some chick named Foreskin yelling at people, saying that dudes are gross, which they are. But then G4 TV, the same people that was saying this, put Aerosmith on. Hello, caller.
I just want to make you scream.
How are you going to do that? Leave a message at the beep. We're going to listen to a little bit more music now. All the music that you hear could be found on SoundCloud. It's under my social on Nick the Rat Radio, nicktherat.com. They're my likes. All the music is free. Hell, if you don't get anything from the show, go enjoy a list of 300 plus songs of free that you could use it in your home videos where you're killing leprechauns at home. If you want to get into that sort of thing. Like this next song right here, I can't even read it because the words are too big, and it says Nate Sassoon I'd patch myself. Nate Sassoon. I'd patch myself.
sewer chat. Yeah, you heard of the luck of the Irish. But have you heard of the fuck of the Irish? Well, now you two can fuck like the Irish do with leper condoms. Oh, Nick the Rat might have caught me for a second, but you don't want to be catching stuff with your lover. So you should be taking leper condoms and slapping them on your willy. They're green, they're mean, and they smell like Irish Springs. The fuck of the Irish will get you and your loved ones off like no four-leaf clover ever done before. Let me tell you, if you had 3 wishes, wish number 1 would be to have a fuck of a condom right on your dilly-dangle. The second would be to be with a nice red-headed lass. And the 4th one would be a pint of Guinness. So get your fuck of the Irish condoms today and tell them Lucky Charms sent ya. Oh, Nick the Rat, you're never gonna be catching me, you fucking rat bastard.
For Kicks, the vivid and shocking portrayal of modern youth who grow up too soon and live it up too fast. Wild for Kicks, the daring motion picture that takes you behind the scenes in a world where anything goes. A world of beat girls and defiant boys. Wild for Kicks. Introducing singing star Adam Faith and the new screen sensation Gillian Hill with a supporting cast of new and exciting young stars.
Down a mat.
Hey, there's a train coming. Let's play chicken on the road.
Wild for Kicks, starring David Farrar as the man with the problem daughter. Beautiful French star Noelle Adam as the new and very loving wife. And Christopher Lee as the man who makes a living from a striptease clip joint. It's wild, wild, wild. Wild for Kicks, a motion picture that will leave you breathless.
Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Wow. Last night was crazy, Pat. Here's interview part 2 with Pat McGoldstein, one of the world's leading leprechaun murdering behemoths. I've seen the action. Last night, we were hunting down the leprechaun that stole $4 from me, and Pat said we had to do a secret ritual where I got naked, which I usually am anyway, covered in honey that had gold tint to it, a gold-tinted honey. There's little gold flakes in it, too, and it smelled slightly like urine, but I'm not here to discuss the smell of this honey. And then they would roll me down into the street. Now, I was at the scene of the crime. I was covered. There was people staring, but, when you're doing supernatural stuff, sometimes you have to take your feelings and put them aside, okay? You're not going to be the world's best ghost hunter if you're not willing to show off your cojones covered in God's golden goo, okay? So I manned up. I did it. And the results were pretty lackluster. So Pat suggested that we drink some of the world's strongest absinthe. We did a couple. Pat, how about you just tell them why we drank all that absinthe?
Well, Nick, the best way to be seeing supernatural creatures such as the leprechaun, to get a good lock on them, you have to have the right kind of magic within you. And the absinthe is definitely one of their strongest ways of altering your eye color, your corneas. It tunes them into the dimension of the leprechaun, and it lets you see through the veil of reality into the other side, where is little leprechaun orgy parties every day, every night.
Well, yeah, let me tell you, people, everything was turning green and blue. It's very strange. It was, also had this strange erection too, but after drinking whatever Pat made me drink, it was some weird absinthe that we found in the garbage, actually, behind the pub. The leprechauns started coming in droves. I've seen them everywhere. There were big ones, small ones, some the size of your head. They were bouncing around. It was actually pretty scary. I thought this is all lies, but then there they were, leprechauns by the pound everywhere. It was quite amazing. And Pat, I just want to say thank you for letting me experience this beautiful, dimension-shattering leprechaun dream that you gave to me.
Oh, Nick Threat, it was not a dream. Let me tell you, after you passed out, after I made you drink that crap that we stomped on lots of leprechauns. That's why you're covered in blood. It was, and there was a couple of tampons and stuff. You might have slipped and you fell into the urinals in the ladies' stall there. But we found the leprechaun that stole your money, and we squished him, and we're just wanting to let you know that it was a fun pleasure to have you down in Ireland, and I hope you come on down again, and I hope that we could squish more leprechauns, because I think we squished almost all of them that we can down here. The business has been drying up.
Well, if you ever want to, you come on down to Brooklyn. We got, there's probably a lot of supernatural stuff going on there. I got my agent Zindu. I'll give you his card here. Just take this. And if you ever get a ring from that number there, just to pick it up, and you can come on down to America. It'll be great. And squish on stuff, right? Yeah.
I fucking love doing squishing on stuff, especially small things, small green things. It's basically, that's what my eye sees. When I see small green things, I just I get bloody in the retinas, and my tongue starts to drip. I foam around the mouth, and I just want to sink my foot into their little green bodies until they turn into a little red pancake on the street sidewalks. So yeah, if you ever be needing more some leprechauns to be squished, you just give me all your money, and I'll help you get your $4 back. We're sorry that we actually lost the $4 after we squished the leprechaun. The money kind of evaporated right into my pocket. Another supernatural thing, but that's about. We're going to be telling you about that one maybe another time, Nick Thorau, because you got to get out of my house now, because my wife's going to be home soon, and if she catches me talking to a little fucking piece of shit like you, she is going to be very, very mad at me.
Well, Rat really knows when his stay is up, so I shall be leaving, and the Irish people are great. They just know how to have fun and how to party. I had a great time, and the sights were amazing. But sometimes those little leprechaun bastards come out and they snatch up your money and they run away. But if you ever need help, you could always call Pat McGoldsmith and his angry mob to help you relieve yourself of any leprechaun issues. And Pat, I just want to say thank you for letting. Okay, he just threw me out of the house. I don't remember any of this. Fucking people, don't drink so much alcohol. Let's listen to Tin Whistler with Crested Hens. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I think I have to go to the bathroom. I hope everybody's had a great show, a great week. I hope the unraveling exposes the truth to you, as instead of unraveling with you. As everything falls apart, you could either tumble with it, or you could find a new path for yourself. You could become something completely not expected at all. If it's the possibilities become more varied as reality rips open. Or it could rip you. Don't get ripped by the reality. Maybe that's why we kind of like movies and TV shows. It's like a compact story. The words and the story for the situation don't change unless you're watching Star Wars or something and George Lucas is involved. But most of the time when you see or read a book, it's a contained single story. Reality, the only thing that's real is sort of physics, like the numbers. But yeah, I don't know. Leprechauns suck. I miss Ireland, and I hope everybody has a good old. I'm going to bed. God damn it, I'm dying over here, guys. I'm dying. My voice is going bye bye. All right. Thank you for tuning in. MakeTheRat.com, SwordChat.com, NoAgendaShow.com, all those .coms. We're going to see you next week with... I got raped by a leprechaun, didn't I? Go outside and meet those fans of mine. You know, I might be a little drunk, but I'll just let me talk to them better. This would be cool. Diane, can you give me a new pair of underwear? They're getting rowdy up there. I can't wait to meet all of them.
joint. Yeah.
Curious aroma. Interesting blend.
Interesting bullshit. That's the bomb right there.
The bomb? Ah, the bomb. A friend with weed is a friend indeed. But a friend with gold is the best, I'm told.
Don't kill the animals!